head right now. You are the place, my only hope. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall, repeat over and over again. Well, I'm barely breathing and breathing to that ground, but each and every time we all stand up. Stop like to yourself and me, true to yourself, and that might be we forget exit destiny. So let's tell me now, you must feel love, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall, repeat over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to see you here right now. You are the place, my only hope. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day whisper like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the souls that we're together. Can't feel my heartbeat, so take my hand to the tomorrow. The heart that can let it be, you give me strength and give me play. To darkness, darkness, let's forget all in love. Spark just like Hibana. Come, light up like Hibana.
Niori. Shion. Hi. Damn it.
This one's all mine! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt! Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! Slash! Shockwave Slash!
Alvin?
Rinwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right? Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganith Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
only one.
This should be easy.
You're mine! You're mine! Rising sun!
I'm ready!
Jolene!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! If it hides,
You're
distract it out again!
Elusive deity!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Wait.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
Oh. I know. I know.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the blazing sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
Why not just sad?
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
Oh.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kakav šok.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
The party disbanded. Oh.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Ostali miserável, fu. Što nije ništa. thought the other party members.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen. I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes, or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Oh, naruži.
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alvin. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
Fight.
I'm up for it.
Really?
Hardcore.
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the paint's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Now we're met that shell's hiding something tasty. Can't get out of this.
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Far enough.
Alvin, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Xion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay.
Why?
Ugh. Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
아, 제가 퍼시티 쉐보 sorry, the deal.
No backing down!
Of course in this
Feel you want.
Tiger blade! Pieces! Attack time!
Now!
Look sharp.
Lightning tiger blade!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Gdje jebem li mu? Evo ga.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Oh, forest.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Ah, come on.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Jelly is sad.
Fires of passion course in this blood!
You picked the wrong side! I owe you one.
Look sharp! Here goes! Not on my watch!
Here I come!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Look sharp!
Concentrate!
A comfortable win.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Come here.
It's on!
Fires attacked and coursing this blade!
Going in!
Eat this! That's your line, Alpha!
I'll smash you!
Blew away!
Fall into the
Going in!
Thanks.
A comfortable win.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
There you go, go.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia pride.
Come here.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Now or never. We did it!
Fall into thine own
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
A comfortable win.
Fires attacked and coursing this blade!
Glimmer Dragon! Rising Light Eater! We did it! First strike!
That's it! Tiger
Rising
Blade!
Wyvern! Stardust!
Eat this! This one's mine!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Little help!
I'll smash you!
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane! Tiger Blade!
Fall into thine now!
Burn! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Wait.
Little help! Confiscated!
Hurricane!
Fall into thine
Tiger Blade!
Eternal Devastation!
Now!
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What's this thing?
Hell yeah.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Out of my way!
It's time!
Powered
up!
Dragon Shout!
I owe you one!
Glimmer Dragon!
Rising
What's
Wyvern!
this? Going in!
Strike! Eater!
Tiger Blade!
Concentration!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Ah, there you are. Under me.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Jetty njega sensu života ti. Nije. Čiji sam tamo pravo i... Jet.
Right, here you go!
Course in this flame!
Look sharp!
That's it! Here I come! Hey,
This one's mine!
we did it!
That's it!
Double Demon Fang!
Not in your dreams!
I'm just getting started!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
An opponent like this should be easy. Rising Wyvern! Strona! Here I come! This one's all mine! Raining Slash!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
An opponent like this should be easy. Eat dirt!
Flaming meteor! Denied!
Thanks! Rising Wyvern! Lewis, it's time!
Flaming meteor!
I owe you one! Take this!
This one's mine! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ovdje neće, a?
Ho, ho, ho!
Come on.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
No further! Great! Next! Demon Fang! Double Demon!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I'll do my best! Course in this blade! Dragon Shell!
I owe you one! Rising Falcon!
Round and pound!
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
This one! Here's the light!
You're mine!
Going in! Dreams!
Going in.
Here I come! I'm on it!
Lightning condensed!
Look sharp! This one's all mine!
In the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that.
Eat dirt!
Crescent moon!
Blow away! No escape! We did it!
Talon Hurricane! Shattering Igneous Talk! Attack time! Now you see what I can do!
Dragon Swarm!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will. Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Okay. Let's go. Oh man.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me? Or does Rinwo suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though, there are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
My fists are crushing it out there!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval.
We're in good form. An opponent like this should be easy.
In a bind.
Look sharp! We did it!
That's
Demon Fang!
We managed to turn the tide.
For now,
You are
things
in
could
tip-top
shift at a
shape.
moment's
Soon as
notice.
I'm done here.
You're right. Better stay alert. How could a girl ever say no?
Double Demon Fang!
Over so soon?
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing.
Right, here goes!
Get behind me!
I'm on it! Eat dirt!
You've got a knack for battle.
Still play like training.
That's what I like to hear. Make it rain!
Crush! First strike!
A comfortable win.
Out of my way! Now you see what I can do! Just go in!
Here I come!
This one, here you go!
Riser Falcon!
Eat
Sonic
this!
Thrust!
This one's mine! Dragon Shell! Tiger
Take
Blade!
it!
Fall back in their
Eat
defense!
dirt!
Glad you had your uses.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Hi, Hoodle.
Hey, when did I get so popular? Take this! I'm on it! Can't get out of this! Ready to go! Far enough!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Ow! They got me flanked! In here! I'm on guard!
We're cleaning house!
Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Rising up!
Now you see what I can do!
You know, Law, watching you really makes you realize.
Makes you realize no armor can stop me!
Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
All Talon Hurricane!
No complaints from me. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even half! It's on! Now you see what I can do! Look sharp!
Be still! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Now I'm going in!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
No escape! Demon!
You require a hand.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
So let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Illuminate!
Let's keep up the pressure. Hit a word. Now, one more. Tiger Ray. Make it rain. Lock. Even descent. Flashing fang.
Demon Fang!
Double
Demon Fang!
Getting stronger!
It's switching up its movements. Watch out!
So now you're getting serious?
Shockwave slash!
Going in!
Demon
This
Fang!
one's mine!
Falling behind.
Looks like this one's mine!
Like hell it is.
Evil
Devastation!
I'm just getting anything in armor is all mine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
Until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
On guard! Can't get out of this!
I'll tear you apart! My fists are crushing it out there! Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Going in! Rolling snap!
Great! Next!
Here goes! Going in!
I'm on!
In here!
Weapon tear!
Let's get you
Rising
off the
Wyvern!
way. Oh, but magic
Going
is
in!
there! Cross
He's
blade!
dead! Anything in armor is all mine!
An astral point?
That's my cue. Whew, looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right, and without totally overdoing it. Little help!
I'm on it!
Eat dirt!
They're surrounding us!
Tiger Blade!
I'm not done!
Naked Ray!
Lost!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Ah, guess I misread the landing.
Oh, holy shit.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry, it's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alvin shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us. Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone. I want to go back to bed.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
My fists are crushing it out there!
Get out of this! Tiger Blade! Make it rain!
Lock!
Demon Descent! Flashing Bang!
Easy! Way to go!
Armor won't save you!
Make it rain! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
this as valuable as I think it is?
It's on!
That's
it!
Rising Falcon!
Make it rain! Demons descend! Flashing fan!
Rising
Here and now!
All right, it's showtime.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Is all mine. Eat this! Crescent Moon! Whirlwind Rising
My whole body feels...
Do it!
Hey, you need someone to take a look over you?
Sure, just be thorough.
Eater!
Thunderblade!
We're in good form.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment one Ganeth Harrows.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Easy peasy, ha Hoodle. Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
A comfortable win.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy lamp!
No further! Make it red! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go! Holy lamp! Easy peasy. Ha hoodle. sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Out of my way!
Raging
Rolling snap!
Be still!
I'm gone!
Rising Falcon!
I'm ready!
Air
First
thrust!
strike!
Take it!
Far enough!
Cut!
This one! Talon Hurricane!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Out of my way! I'll smash you! Here goes!
Slash! Demon Fang! Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Man, I'm famished.
I'll do my best! Ready and ready! Armor won't save you!
Be still! Start up!
This one's mine! Storm!
No escape! This
Go
one's
away!
all mine!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Hi, Hoodle!
Going in!
Not in your dreams!
First strike! Dragon Swarm!
Get behind me!
Through! Demon
Rolling
Fang!
snap!
Double Demon Fang!
Nurse strike! Take this! Tiger Blade! I'm on it!
Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade!
Rising Wyvern!
Going in!
Air thrust! Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle? Maybe something's going on in the forest. Hi, Hoodle!
Take this! Look sharp! Storm!
We did it!
Energy!
Far enough! Do it! Big blast! Shattering
Be still!
to pieces! Attack time!
Rising Falcon! We're in good form! There's something in the water. action! First try, take this!
Lightning orb!
Didn't even break a sweat.
We should be able to cook here.
We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through the front gate.
Ho! Are you Alphen and his companions?
Why would you think that?
You are the only one scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganeth Haros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companions?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it!
Hmm?
That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely... artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space? Seems unlikely.
Huh?
Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Danins, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Farra's castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Danin slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, they might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Gives me the creeps.
Law, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Danons and Renans go? There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle. But...
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Bull Run is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Xion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps, but frankly I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts, whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods. The outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
Wait! Something's not right.
Everyone. They're gone. And I'm... all alone. It's dark. Please help me.
Shion.
It's so dark. Everyone.
We came to save you. It's okay now.
And I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me. No.
Shion?
Lies.
This situation just got prickly.
There is immense dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. And it's possible Volron's manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far away. We need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorns. So we fight fire with fire! Unless you have a better idea.
Take this!
I'll be saving this one. Alone. I'm all alone.
Sion!
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Sion! Sion! We're coming for you! Won't let you down this time. This pain I feel. It's nothing compared to what you're going through. I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. So please, open your eyes. Sion! Lightning thrust!
The thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Xion! Come back to us! I'm alone. Alone? I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Alvin!
She thinks we left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this, it's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Xion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohalim. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Xion.
How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
Let's go. Bull Run is waiting.
Hey, Alvin?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alphen. But after what happened because of me...
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
Some reward? You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
We all express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Shion.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Let's go. We have to take Volron out.
Right.
Those things that came out of Shion are her thorns, right? She said they're made of dark astral energy.
She did. But those thorns are no astral art, and she cannot control them. Such immense astral energy, too. Just what are her thorns, really, I wonder? I suppose she might have an answer, but isn't yet ready to talk.
Shion.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for. It was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shion, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacked the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Danon rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
What isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then, seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Shion.
You're okay now. You're safe, Shion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you. Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Wait, we don't have a plan!
As far as Law's concerned, this is the plan. Let's go!
Open your eyes! This blind loyalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
That's useless. They're brainwashed. Just like the Danon puppets we've dealt with outside.
We did it!
All day!
I'm on it!
Did you see this coming?
Let's illuminate the dark! Come on! You'll soon see about that!
Do it! Sure, you have to be let go!
Not in your dreams! We dream!
I'll tear you apart! I'll finish you here and now! Sword Rain Alpha!
Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volran, you think they might learn to think independently again?
Actually, no, never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volran.
As expected, Volran's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we reach Volran.
A grandiose castle for a grandiose city. You really didn't cut any corners.
They're certainly akin to each other. And yet, I'd say the castle seems even more reflective of its owner's personality.
In what way?
It feels overbearing, tyrannical almost, but more than anything, merciless. As if any pretense to ease of living was sacrificed in favor of sending a message. One of domination, and a thirst for total power. In other words, the perfect domicile for our power-crazed foe.
That's why he let us in. It's precisely the message he wanted to convey. Almost like he's mocking us.
That bastard's in the mood to play? We'll see who's laughing once we've taken him down a peg or two. Is it just me? Or is the blazing sword burning even more brightly than before?
Yeah, as if the astral energy within it has become more powerful somehow.
It would appear Alphen has learned to harness his sovereign abilities to even greater effect.
Is that true, Alphen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing anything differently.
You're not. It's proof of your strengthened bond with Xion. No further explanations needed.
Oh man, for real? Nice!
Is that true?
How am I supposed to know?
Fat lot of good the two of you are.
I may have a theory or two I could offer.
Yeah, no. I think we're good.
Now that you mention it, though, I guess I have noticed a change. It's like there isn't as much resistance when energy's being siphoned from my master core.
Aha! So it is a bond thing! Aw, you guys!
Wait, what about your hand? That thing practically used to give you third-degree burns every time you wielded it, right?
Kisara's got a point. And if it's gotten even hotter since then...
I won't lie. The searing heat and pain are almost unbearable. Almost. When I'm fighting, I'm somehow able to endure it. It's like the sword becomes part of me or something. Like I can feel it pulsing through my chest. I can't describe it.
In other words, your heart burns with a flame more powerful than even that of the sword. Fascinating.
Yeah, take it from our resident poet laureate.
This should be easy. I owe you one. Demon Fang! I'm on Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Where you are about this? Swallow dance! That's right! This one's mine! Anything in order is all mine! Eliminate the Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
With such a huge area to search, where should we even begin?
I believe the largest, tallest structure would be best. In castles, you'll often find the things of most import are located in such areas.
Spoken like someone who used to own one.
So where is he?
There's no sign of him here, so I can only assume he's waiting for us in his throne room.
What's with all the fake suspense? Why doesn't he just come out and face us?
I'll say, it's not like he's had any problem doing that in the past.
This is all one big game to him. He's probably savoring every last moment.
Like a Zoogle toying with its food before the kill. No wonder he doesn't have any friends.
This is all just a ploy to weaken his prey, wearing us down before the final ambush. It's all too well orchestrated to be anything else.
Alvin?
I'm fine. Once we defeat Volron, the final Master Core will be ours. With that, we can create the Renaissance and finally put an end to this whole nightmare.
Say no more.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alvin.
Hi, Hoodle!
Double demon bang! Thanks. Double demon bang! Glimmer now you see what I can do! Rising Aura! Ignite! I'm on it! Shot! Slide! Sonic Thrust!
More where that came from!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. Is the path being pulled up like some kind of drawbridge?
I'm guessing there's no way to kick it back down, huh?
Most likely, it's connected to a control apparatus of some sort. I suggest we search around and see what we uncover.
Say no more.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alvin.
more than this to stop us.
Perhaps they were trying to exhaust us?
Now you see what I can do!
This one's all mine! Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight! Look sharp!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
No choice! No further!
Let the marksman handle this. Where are you going? Pride and ready. I've seen everything. I'll never fit. What can we just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Ready. On guard.
Carve through armor!
Illuminate the dark.
Burn!
I'll finish you here.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Looks like some solid equipment.
A comfortable win.
Right, here we go! Prepare to be seen! Take this!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Ready? Here! This one's mine!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Say no more!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
By the way, I wanted to say sorry for attacking you when we first met.
Fret not. If nothing else, it made our encounter that much more lively.
I know.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Eat this! Here's your roar! You're mine! Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Here I come! You're mine! Sonic Drift! This one's all mine! Talon Hurricane! Take this! Tiger Blade! Naked Blade! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Hey, what do you say?
We're in for a long slog with this one.
I'll smash you! I owe you one.
One more.
Next! Lunabongo! Rising Phoenix!
I can shatter any steel.
Rising Wyvern! It got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! In here!
All yours.
This one's
I'll be
mine.
saving this one! Ready!
Dragon Shout!
Thunderblade!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
This'll make us even more formidable. What's with that shining foe over there?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret it.
You picked the wrong fight!
Not in your dreams!
Demon Fang!
Make it big!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Armor won't save you!
Concentration!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Rising Falcon! Rising Wyvern! Swallow Dance! Rising Wyvern! Burn it!
Seems about right to me.
Hey, didn't we come through here earlier?
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know where we are anymore.
Everything around us looks the same. It's easy to get turned around.
Carve through armor!
Art Steel! Confiscated! Sweet dreams!
Swallow Blade!
You have missed! Silent there!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Swordblade Alpha!
Raging!
Tear you apart! The flame inside me yearns to
Going
be
in.
let free!
I'll be saving this
You
one.
picked the wrong fight!
Here and now!
Win that
Dragon Sword!
Flaming
Rising Falcon!
Let's run it!
Do it!
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
Don't get complacent.
Little help!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! Come!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
This one's mine.
Just getting started. Take this!
Rising Wyvern! Flight! Ignite!
Raging cascade!
Denied!
First strike!
Spread!
These fists have got your name on them!
Feel the
Strike! Double demon fang! Destruction!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer! Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Go no further!
Carve through armor!
Sharpness!
Take this! Storm!
This one's mine!
I never miss!
Tiger Blade!
Sonic drop!
Make it rain! Going in!
A comfortable win.
Here goes! My watch!
Now or never. Burn! This should do
Blast in the
it!
wind!
Sonic drop!
Going in! Take this!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Hi, Hoodle!
I can carve through armor!
Ready to go! This one's mine!
A comfortable win.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Far enough!
Take it!
Take Poirot!
Eat dirt! Fall into thine own death!
This one's mine!
Where are you going?
That's enough! This time!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Out of my way! Igneous discharge!
Swordling Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
No further! Eternal devastation!
Smash you!
Igneous discharge!
Barely a blip on our radar. That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Target you!
Rising armor!
Tiger Blade!
Fall into thine own
Eat
death!
this! You're mine!
The wind won't save you from me!
In the groove!
Tiger Blade!
Freak! What do you think you're sitting still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Thunder field!
Make it rain!
I'm just getting started!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Could have been worse.
Damn, it's a trap!
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Did not! This one's mine! I'm gone! This one's mine! Now I'm in the sword!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Going in! I'm on! Rising up!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Hey, Xion? You know.
What is it?
Do you remember that conversation we had after Almadria? You know. If you hadn't given me that advice that day, I don't know if I'd be standing here talking with you. So, thanks.
Anytime, Manuel.
In a bind? Idiot! Swallow blade! Burn it! This was a shock! Sweet dream! Go away! Swallow blade!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ignite!
Watch this!
Piercing? Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
I'll do my best! There you are!
I owe you one.
Tiger Barna!
Luna Rondo!
Crescent Moon! I never miss! Enough! I'm on it! Enough! This one's mine! Talon Hurricane! I'm just getting Take this! Crescent Moon! Hurricane!
Too fast!
Stand back.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Gotta break through!
Not on my watch!
Xion, astral energy, full throttle! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
I'll smash you!
Holy lamp!
A comfortable win.
No backing down!
Course in the
This one's mine!
We did it!
Tiger Blade!
Not today!
I'm on it! I'll tear you apart!
Here we go!
Tiger Blade! Do it!
Lock!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
You're so strong, Xion. Even after everything you've been through.
I wouldn't say I'm strong. I don't know what would have happened to me if I'd stayed alone.
I think you would have endured.
Right, here goes!
Ready to go! Shoot!
Not today!
Now you see what I can do!
Light axe lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Illuminate magic gazelle!
I'll tear you
Demon
apart!
Fang! Crush! Eternal devastation!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And push it to me!
Pierce through!
Do it!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Looks like we won.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Barely a blip on our radar. Well then, let's keep moving.
Hi, Hoodle!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
No choice. Inferno punch!
This one's mine!
We did it! First strike! Soaring Alpha! We did it! Dragon Shout! I'll finish you here and now! Lunarongo! First strike! Soaring Alpha! I'm on it!
Nicely done.
I want to feel your hair like that.